Hello again. Back. This has been a bit of a break since the last time I've been able to get these guys worked on, but I'm back to add the next layer. These two have had the purple mottling and the rosy colored mottling, and the next layer I'm going to do with them is a yellow mottle, just to warm them up and give them the warmer tones that they need to be authentically looking Asian. Okay, so this is the Yellow Ochre, I believe it's called. All my labels wear off, so I'm just going to go by memory. But I believe it's Yellow Ochre. I've added thinner to my jar, so I just have to thicken up my yellow enough that it'll actually show up when I put it on. Yellow is finicky, kind of like the blue. You don't want it too thick or it does bad things. It's one of those you have to test it as you go just to make sure that's not too bright. I'm trying to make it so I keep myself under the camera. This is complicated. Let's see, where can I move stuff? Alright, so I always use one of these flat canning jars. They're kind of short. I believe they're little pints, but they're just short, fat things. So I swirl my paint around and I tip it on the edge of a jar so that all the paint pools to one end, and then I dip on the dry end. And this is a mottle, not a wash. A wash is something I would do for a kit that was more yellow. More white. But they don't need tons of yellow, so I'm only going to give them a hint of it by giving them a mottle. This German vinyl stuff actually has a nice warm color to it, so I don't need a whole lot of extra yellow. And you can see in the camera that it's leaving a hole everywhere I've plucked my holes. I have mottling sponges for every color of paint that I use for mottling, and I use them over and over and over and over. So if you pluck them with the thick, dense sponges, then they work forever and ever and ever, as long as you don't have a cat that steals them, which ours frequently try to do. And I've seen a couple people, I've never tried it, I've not been brave enough, but I've seen a couple people say that you can actually stick them in like one of those knit garment bags that you can like wash baby socks in, and you can wash them in the washing machine. I think I would probably try just some soapy water in the sink and let them air dry before I would do that, but I've heard it works. I'm just not brave enough to try it because I covet my own sponges, and if they die then I will be very sad. This is the Suki kit, sculpted by Adri Stout, or at least that's how I pronounce her name. I have no idea if that's real or not. One of my favorite little Asian kits is Little Miss Suki. And I won't claim to be the expert on Asian skin tones because I've made all of one. But the last one I made was really adorable. And here it is, I'm doing this without having actually done the thing. Alright. Let's try that. Sorry about that. I kind of suck at this whole videoing thing on my camera. It's a lot easier on your phone. I need a bigger phone with more storage. Okay, stay off of her lips. We'll come in with some color after this layer dries and start her under lips. Make sure I got them all. Alright, I think this cutie patootie is done with her yellow. I'm going to set her aside and let her dry. And then I'm going to come in with Amaya. She's also going to get a yellow. I always start at the back of the head just so I can feel like I can control the paint more. Take your time when you're doing your modeling. It's not a big rush. You want to make sure that you cover everything evenly and you're not overlapping everything or pushing too hard. It's just easy, gentle tapping with your sponge. I'm not pushing, I'm just kind of just letting it touch and then pulling it away straight in and straight out. No smearing. Maya is going to be a toddler, so her skin will be a little bit more pale than Suki will be, just because Suki is younger. Suki will probably have a little more pink in it, maybe. I'm only going to do the faces on this because for some reason my camera splits up the videos if they get over 4 gigabytes worth of memory, and I have yet to figure out how to put them back together. So we're going to keep our video short and sweet and to the point, less than 10 minutes or so that I don't have to try to learn something new today, which I'm not mentally sure I can handle. Okay, here's her little head done. Alright, I'm going to do this to all of her pieces and all of her parts and let them dry. Looks like I missed a spot. You could see that in your own lighting, probably couldn't see that on the camera very well. Always look them over to make sure you don't have any big gaping empty spots sticking out like a sore thumb. Alright, so I'm going to put these two heads aside and then I'll carry on with the limbs. I'm not sure I'm going to cook them yet. I'm not sure what's next. I think I might do some lips before I cook them, just to get the underlayer of lips, but I'll do that in the next video. Other than that, I think they're getting almost done with their skin coloring. You probably can't see the modeling very well, but compared to my skin, they're nice and... Where's my camera? There it is. They're nice and warm. I look yellow. Holy cow. Okay, bad example. How about right here? This is really pale. So they're almost the right color. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a blue model maybe on them, so I'll do those next, I think, before I cook them. And I can put models on top of each other, I just can't put a wash on top of a model, so I'll catch you up in a few minutes with the next blue wash and then some lips. Okay, bye-bye.